Hello! My name is Literary Haley and I love to talk about books, specifically romance books where audiobooks are my jam. July has ended, we are in August, and it's time for my August hopefuls. I've never been one for a TBR and I'm still not one for a TBR, and that's why I've kind of started this hopefuls. That way it doesn't feel like there's so much pressure. If I don't get to a book, you know, it's fine. With that being said, I have at least 8 books on my hopefuls list. However, I just posted my most anticipating releases of the month of August, and I kind of forgot to include these in my my August hopefuls. Anyways, this list is a bit of a stretch because I only read 8 books in the month of July, and I have 10 plus books on my why do I keep saying April? My August hopefuls, but I like to have a variety, you know? Jumping in immediately, I have Manacled by Sin-Lin Yu. This is my first ever fanfic. I'm in the process of vlogging it, which is really fun and exciting. I wanted to do that since it was my first fanfic. This is a super long book. I did not realize how long it was. On my Kindle, it tells you the reading speed and it says like 40 hours for this book, which is freaking insane. I am extremely thankful that there are audios to go with this, which are available here on YouTube or on Spotify, but I don't really know how to work Spotify, so YouTube works just as fine for me. This is a Harry Potter and Handmaid's Tales, like cross-inspired fan fiction. The reason why I picked this fan fiction to start with my first fan fiction is because all of my friends are obsessed with this book and I was having some FOMO, so I decided to jump on board and see what it was all about. Moving along, I have this series, which is I think it's called the Binding 13 series by Chloe Walsh. This is a 4-book series. I think the first 2 are a couple and then the second 2 are a different couple, but I'm not entirely sure. What I do know is that so many of my mutuals love this book, or this series rather. It is a high school, I think it's a private high school romance that takes place in Ireland, and the hero in the first book is like an aspiring rugby star player, and I think it's going to be a little bit of a bully romance. What I do know is that everyone who's read this is like, this is so heartbreaking, so you know, break me, I guess. These ones are not available on Kindle Unlimited, which is fine. About the ebooks, they're only $5 a piece, and the audios are available on Hoopla, and I've already checked them out, so I'm ready to go. Now this one, Brutal Obsession by S. Masery, all I know about this is it is a dark hockey romance, and that's honestly all I need to know. I need to see what it's all about. This one is on KU. It's the first of a series. I believe they're all standalones though, and I think the 3rd or 4th book comes out soon. I want to say it's the 3rd though. So it's a series that if you want to get started, like maybe now is the perfect time. I do think these are a bit chunky, but I bought the audios, so I'm good. Because I had to add a little bit of a historical element, I really want to read The Elusive Flame by Kathleen E. Woodiwiss. I've never read a Kathleen E. Woodiwiss book before. I've never read a BODICE RIPPER book before, so I'm really excited for that one. Now, The Elusive Flame is technically book 3 in a series, but it seems to be the most popular. So I don't know if I will try to read the first 2 before The Elusive Flame. I own The Flame and the Flower as well as The Elusive Flame. I have both of them in physical form, and then the audios are on Scribd. I don't know about book 2, which is Season Beyond a Kiss. I don't own the physical copy, and I'm not sure if the audiobook is available on Scribd. What I do know though is that book 2 is a way newer release than book 1 and 3, so I think I will be okay with skipping book 2, but I want like that OG BODICE RIPPER vibe. And then because I love an extra dark, twisted, fudged up moment, I had to throw in one of these kind of books, which is Break Her by B.G. Harlan. I don't think this is a romance. I think it's more of like a psychological thriller. There is a lot of non-con in this. That is one of my favorite things to read. I know I decide to heal with my own trauma my own way. But the blurb of this one is she wakes up with a strange man in her room and he says that he's gonna break her. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty intense, pretty crazy. I'm assuming there's gonna be some like Stockholm syndrome. Now this one's not on KU. This one also doesn't have an audiobook, but I think it's less than 200 pages, which that can be manageable for me. Like, I will read a book if they don't have an audiobook. I don't like to, but I'll do it. Those are some of my August hopefuls. This list might be a little bit longer just because of my anticipated releases of August. So just count those books plus these books, and that is all my April hopefuls, which is quite a lot. But like I said, I like to have a variety. What are some of the books that are on your TBR for this month? How many books do you have on this list? I feel like I probably have way too many. I think I'm way in over my head. I just can't help myself. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.